Hello everybody and welcome back to another anti-MLM video. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at a beauty society distributor and she educates us what she does. It's a highlight on her social media. Beauty Society is a network marketing company and they sell beauty products. If you're aware who Brooke Ashley Banks is, that is the network marketing company she is currently in. I'm also going to film something with her, I think in one of the next upcoming videos, or by the time you see this is already out, but that is the network marketing company that Brooke is in and they sell beauty products. If I'm a little bit sweaty or I seem to be a little bit out of breath today, it is because it is probably one of the hottest days of the year so far. I filmed yesterday. It's a filming weekend for me. It's a Sunday. Yes. Who am I that I'm filming on a Sunday? But life work balanced. Next weekend I don't have time to film. And then the weekend after I don't have time to film either. So I'm going to make use of this weekend. And yesterday it was probably the hottest day in Berlin. And today it's also hot. It is 11 a.m. and it's already 20 something degrees. And yes, for Berlin that is hot. It will be again over 30 degrees. The windows are closed. I do not have air conditioning and for audio reasons I have all of the windows closed. But the video is not about me being a sweaty mess. It's about the mess that is Beauty Society. So let's listen what this consultant has to say, what they do in Beauty Society.
Hey, beautiful friends. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great week so far. I wanted to come on here today and talk to you guys about what I do, like how I do this, how I make money, and why I do this. And maybe you might think maybe you would like to try this.
How I do this and why I do this? To make money? I mean, it's a tale as old as time that those in network marketing like to pretend it's a charitable act. They like to uplift others. They do it for the community. They do it to find themselves, but you don't buy into the opportunity to promote products, to get paid when you sell the products, and to get paid when you build a big team. For all of these reasons, you do it because you are in the hopes that you can make an income. So it's about money, and I would also like to normalize that. It's okay to admit that you're in it for the money.
You would like to try this, or you would like to try to develop an extra stream of income, or maybe you would like to be part of a community, or maybe you would like to do something that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone to help you, grow as a person.
Yeah, I find that silly. Sorry, we're not even, 40 seconds into this baby and I'm already having a good amount of information to share. If you join in network marketing, you should want to join. Well, in my opinion, you shouldn't want to join at all, but you should join because you want to make money. If you want to find yourself, if you want to do something that is kind of out of your normal boundaries and you want to stretch yourself, you want to see your limitations, you really want to grow, you want a community of people, then you can do all of these things. Find a sports club. Start playing hockey. As a child, I played hockey. That was getting out of my comfort zone, and it was nice. It was good. Join a cooking class. Join a Facebook group to converse with people about whatever topic it is. Go for walks, and if you want to really see your limitations, go for longer walks. You do not need to join a network marketing company, spend a whole lot of money, purchase a lot of nonsensical products, in my opinion, because beauty products are available everywhere. You do not need to buy those from a network marketing company because you want to grow as a person. When you join a network marketing company, you want to make money. And the likelihood of somebody making money in a network marketing company, they're slim to none. Yes, there might be some revenue coming in. Yes, you might be able to make some commission off of your team, but it's not sustainable. And because you have a lot of expenses for this opportunity, you will very likely end up in debt. Over 99% of people, 99.6 or 7%, lose money in network marketing companies because of that. But the ultimate idea that you grow as a human being in a network marketing company is nonsense. You're in it to make money. Grow somewhere else.
Those are some of the reasons that people like to be part of what I do. And there is a $1 join option until Friday. So if you are one of those people that, overanalyze and you're like, some people are like they take this as a super serious step, which to me it's not. But if you're one of those people, then you can put $1 in and kind of just see how it goes, and you would have no further obligation until, this is April, until June.
That doesn't make it less of a commitment. If you want to start a new stream of income, or you potentially want to start a new career, and somebody says, come to Beauty Society, I would argue that is important to think about. If you want to start a new business venture, whether you are single, whether you have a partner, whether you have children, that is something you should think about. Whether you go to school or to university and you want to have a side hustle, these are things you need to think about. And there are so many business opportunities out there that are legitimate jobs where you get paid. Or if you're somewhat business savvy, you want to start your own business, your actual own small business, where you have control over what you're doing, where nobody gives you a compensation plan, where nobody already gives you the product and says, sell these, because apparently it's not your own business when you join a network marketing company as a salesperson, and you need to pay your way into this system. You need to purchase the products, and there are so many variables that you depend upon, like, I don't know, building a team to be able to make more commission, being able to profit of the people on your team, and it might take you a while to rise in the ranks, if you ever rise in the ranks, and you have to spend a lot of money, then that is something you should really think about. It is not overthinking. If this is supposed to be a business, think about it. There's a reason why people who start businesses and get public support, for example, or taxpayer support, you have to come up with a business plan. So if something is supposed to be a business, think. Think long and hard, and say no to network marketing.
That's when your first website fee would come out, which is $9.95. And then from then on, once per month, you would be charged the $9.95. That's the fee to keep your website up and running.
Okay, so it's not just $1. You have to pay monthly $9.95. So over the course of 10 months, you already spent almost $100. Yeah, even if it's just a hobby, and even if $100 over the course of a year maybe isn't that important for you, it's not that much money, still you should think about that. If you're willing to burn money, then maybe you don't think about it, but that alone shows me $9.95 starting, what did she say, July, each and every month for your website. That's not a free website. So yeah, think about it. Those are expenses and they can add up. And unfortunately, a lot of people in network marketing don't do that. That's also why we have these offers. Join us now for just $1. And that is just the start. And if you have to pay monthly, and if you have to purchase the product, and if somebody says, hey, if you really want to take this to the next level, why don't you join our convention as well? More expenses. And that's exactly why you should think about it long and hard. And also track your expenses. How much money do I spend and how much money do I actually make? Is it worth my time and effort trying to sell a network marketing beauty product in a very saturated market?
That's where people would go to order things from you. But there's no minimum sales requirement. So if there's no pressure like, oh gosh, I gotta sell this or I'm gonna get kicked out, or I'm not like, one of the main reasons I did not want to start, I wouldn't say that I didn't want to start, but one of the main things when I first started that I thought was going to hold me back is the fact that I'm not a salesperson. Like I feel like I've gotten better with it because I think it is a skill that you develop, but that was my initial fear, is that I'm not a salesperson, because to me that meant talking people into doing things that they didn't want to do and manipulating people. And I thought, first of all, I didn't think I could do that. And second of all, I didn't want to do that. But I actually learned that being a salesperson is more about matchmaking than about pushing something on someone.
No, not necessarily. I mean, if you're a good salesperson, manipulation, of course, is always a part of sales. But if you're a good salesperson, you're able to point out to your potential customer the worth and the value of a product. You lay it all out there. You have a personal connection to that individual, or you come across as very likable, and that's why you can sell a product. Sales can be extremely sleazy. As somebody who works in the media industry, I have seen all different kind of marketers and all different kind of salespeople, and some are sleazy and others are not. Right? Wherever you can make a lot of money, there are also sleazy people around, but there's a way to do it professionally and ethically. And when you're in a network marketing company, you're not a matchmaker. This is not a dating service. You have to sell the products and you have to sell people on the business opportunity, but you can do it in a way that you don't come across as salesy. That's actually what a good sales professional also does. They don't just read from a script and it comes across as such. And they're not extremely pushy. They let you decide on your own terms, and they're available whenever you decide, no, well, maybe I do want to purchase these products. They're able to read you, your personality, and what you need to close the deal, because that's the ultimate goal. When you're in a network marketing company, you're not a matchmaker, you're also a salesperson, but you might have a more personal approach. Just like influencers who try to sell you something, who have sponsorships, who have affiliate links, those are essentially also salespeople, but you have a personal connection. So it's a different kind of sales, but it's still sales. And whether it comes across as sleazy or not is really up to you. And some people are good at sales and others are not. I would be absolutely horrible at sales. I had a job during the university, or rather a job interview during university at some point, and I recognized, no, it's commission-based, me cold calling people, and then I get a certain commission if I sell a product or a service, and I said, you know what, I'm out. We were 5 minutes into the interview. It was like a group interview, and the person leading that interview was really offended. And I said, well, sorry if you're offended now, but I'm not doing that. I despise this kind of work myself, and that's why I know I would never be a good salesperson. I want to do something different. And then I left, because otherwise I would have wasted that person's time and my time. I'm not going to sit through a 30 or 40-minute presentation when I already know I will tell you no. So yeah, you're a salesperson. That's what you are in a network marketing company. And if you're good at sales, then you might also be good at rising in the ranks, making more money, selling more product. But it's sales.
It's more about like when someone comes to you needing help or wanting your opinion with something, and you either giving your opinion or giving them options and being knowledgeable about those options, and having that person's best interest at heart.
No, you are in a network marketing company because you hope that you can make a living and you're selling something to people. You don't just share opinions or you're a matchmaker. It might sound nicer than saying, yes, I'm in sales. I'm trying to sell you something. I'm trying to sell you beauty products in a very saturated market. It's sales, but some network marketers, I believe, are that delusional that they actually believe they're there to uplift and to help other people. They're in it for the others, but in the end, you're in it for yourself. You're neither a matchmaker nor are you sharing opinions, because that doesn't pay you. You could just open any kind of social media account and be a matchmaker and share opinions. You don't need to join a network marketing company yet again where you have expenses. Who considers themselves a matchmaker or somebody who shares opinion pays $9.95 for a website in the hopes that maybe at some point I might be able to make a match or to share my opinion? No, you want to sell products. That's why you're in it, and the business opportunity.
And that's what, in my opinion, makes a good salesperson.
A good salesperson is somebody who comes across as likable, who can read their opponent, and who is able to close a deal. That's a good salesperson.
So anyway, there's a $1 option until Friday. For that $1, you get access to everything, as if you're an advisor, because you are an advisor. You'd get access to the team pages, the chats, all the resources, the training, and you would get a 60% off coupon that you could use to get whatever you want off the site. It's not limited to certain products. You can shop the entire site and use your 60% off coupon.
That's also one of the reasons why you should really consider before you join a network marketing company, because although as a beauty consultant, as an advisor, you get 60% of the products, you still have to pay 40%. So more financial input from your end, because naturally you need to purchase the products, you need to use the products, then try and sell them. That is why you should think about this. It's adding up, isn't it? $1 to join. Starting in July, it was $9.95 per month to use the website, and then you purchase the products. 40% of the retail price, but you still purchase the products. You will spend a lot of money.
There's also a legacy kit that is $59. I'm on my
Potential expenses.
top here so that I could read you what's in that kit. It's a really good deal. You still get the 60% coupon, But you also get, for $59, this is a really good deal, you get a 10-day supply of the infused hyaluronic acid drink that I drink every day. You get a 10-day supply of the Confident gummies, a 10-day supply of the Brilliant gummies, a 10-day supply of the Rested gummies. You get a full-size
Lots of gummies.
lip plumper. You get a full size of the Revival antioxidant pre-serum, like the booster serum. You get a full size of the Upgrade caffeinated botanical eye cream. You get a luxurious microfiber black face cloth, like a makeup remover cloth. And then you get the Advisor product and program guide, which you guys are always seeing me refer to that. It has all the products in it and a full page of information about each product. It's a really, really good tool to like refer back to. And like I said, you still get the 60% off. You also get, with either one, either the $1 or with the $59 kit, you get access to wholesale pricing as long as you are an advisor, which again, as long as you're paying that $9.95 monthly thing, which yours wouldn't come out till June, but as long as you're paying that, you get access to the site at 25% off all day, every day. And then you get the opportunity to make 25% up to 45% commission off of any orders that are placed through your personal link. So, I thought I would talk a little bit about why I do this and what's kind of kept me in this industry. I'm going to try to keep this very short. I'm going to try to keep it around 10 minutes, which means I only have like 4 minutes left.
Now we're actually getting into the nitty-gritty and to hear what it's really about. But this legacy kit is just a business kit or a welcome kit. So you can join for $1, but if you want kind of a collection of their best sellers that might change, you buy the legacy kit. And Beauty Society says it's a welcome kit that you receive when beginning your business. Here at Beauty Society, this kit will always include a $60 off coupon, an advisory program guide, and a selection of our favorite Beauty Society products. Those were the products that you mentioned. And you will get a better deal, of course, when you start with such a business kit. But you could also start with a $1 option, but then in that case, you would have to purchase the products. There could be so many hidden expenses within a short period of time already. That is why you should always consider, and that's why you should always think, why should I join Beauty Society? Expenses, expenses, expenses. And if you started your own business, hopefully you did that as well. Thought about it, you have a business plan, you consider who is your audience and how much money can I spend and how do I recoup that money. That's unfortunately what a lot of people in network marketing don't do.
A couple minutes over. But I originally started in this industry because I was a stay-at-home mom. I have always been driven to make my own money. I feel like I have more power and control when I'm bringing in a paycheck as well. Like, I don't want someone to be able to tell me, well, I'm the one that, like, I 100% take care of us financially and you don't have power or say. Like, I don't know. I guess that must be an insecurity in myself. Maybe that's by being raised by a single mom, but I never wanted like a man to have full control or power over me.
I don't think that's necessarily insecurity. I actually think it's a smart approach. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's good to be in control of your finances. I also made money ever since I was a child, whatever it was child appropriate, when you delivered newspapers, for example, and then you start to make your own money. And I also early on didn't depend on my parents anymore, at least not fully anymore. And I always made my own money as well. Also when I was in the university or when I was traveling or when I was somewhere else, I always depended on myself. I think that's a smart thing. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, to not fully depend on a partner, I think is really good. And when you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't have that luxury because then your primary job is to be the caretaker of the family, which is super important and worth it and valuable as well, but you're financially dependent on your partner. And I understand that that might be scary. I wouldn't want that myself either. Also, people in my family who have children, I think it's a smart route to be financially independent, and they also set certain examples that I thought were absolutely important. make your own money, stand on your own 2 feet. But you don't do that when you join a network marketing company, because there are so many insecurities with network marketing companies. But yeah, make your own money. I think that is important, to not be totally dependent, at least, on another person.
So that's kind of, I originally was doing cakes. That's how I was making money, bringing in income. But that took so much time, like making a scratch cake, scratch icing, putting it together, doing fondant, making little figurines for, like very extravagant wedding, like designer wedding cakes, designer birthday cakes, and everything was made from scratch by hand. So it took a lot of time, and I didn't get a lot of money out of it. So while I was bringing in money, it wasn't, by the time you figure out the profit margin, it wasn't a lot.
I find it sad that somebody like this ends up in a network marketing company, because that sounds pretty cool. And you could also change your ways. I mean, why do you do deluxe or luxury wedding cakes when you don't have the time, and when you very likely do that at home in your very own kitchen? Why don't you change that? Why don't you do other offerings and try if you can take it from there and also expand the profit margin? That would have been a really cool career, or a really cool side hustle. Now, I'm not trying to convince anybody, stop doing what you're doing and make cakes. You, of course, also need to be good at this. You need to like this. But where are we going with this? Why did we end up in a network marketing company when you actually did something pretty cool and you had some talent in that? I always find that sad.
And when and I've always been into beauty. So when I kind of came across the opportunity to represent a beauty brand, and the thought of someone going to a link, ordering products, the company ships it to them, like that would save me 8 hours a day of baking cakes. So I thought, holy moly, sign me up. So I started doing it, and it turned into like a full-time income. But why I keep doing it, I feel like I've grown so much. I've been doing this for 8 years. Well, I've been an entrepreneur for like 15 years, but I've been in direct sales for 8 years. And one thing is just like the personal growth. The personal growth that I have experienced by doing this, the confidence that I've experienced, just learning about people, like what makes people tick and how to interact with people better, how to understand people better, how to help people better. Just things like that. Like it's stuff that money can't buy. And
well, but then why do you join a network marketing company where you have to buy your way into the opportunity to sell the products? Personal growth happens whatever you do, wherever you are, whether it's in your personal life, in your professional life. Just walking down the street, you can experience personal growth. This tale that you join a network marketing company and there experience personal growth is stupid. All right? It simply is, in my opinion. You can personally grow, and you can push, and you can advance in certain talents of yours, and you can grow as a human being, hopefully, in all fields of life. There is no need to join a network marketing company and have this pricey endeavor because of personal growth. That's a story that always makes me kind of mad, because it is simply bogus. Don't join a network marketing company because of personal growth. In every job, in every personal interaction, in every family situation, every travel, you can experience personal growth. And also, she is not a beauty advisor or a representative for Beauty Society. If that is a route or a career route you want to go, there are actual beauty advisors for legitimate beauty brands. You could be one for L'Oreal, and you travel through the different stores and you try to sell your products. Now, many times that is really for the upscale products, for the luxurious products, where those people travel through department stores. Now, all of that, of course, has changed, very likely also in the online space, that there is a shift there as well. Those are product educators that go to the stores, that try to sell you the products, or the stores the product, so that they put them on display, but they also educate their sales force on the in and outs about the product. That would be truly a representative for a beauty brand. When you join Beauty Society, you're a salesperson. You need to purchase your way into this, either with a $1 kit that was an option at the time when she filmed the video, or this legacy kit for $59, and then you have to pay more money to be able to promote these products in the company until you're able to sell a product and get a commission or recruit a team and be able to benefit off of your team as well, the purchases they make and the sales they make. That is not you being a representative of a beauty company. You're a salesperson for that company, and you have a lot of expenses on the way.
I love being able to, make a difference with other people, with how they feel. I think a person's confidence can change their whole life. It sounds so weird, but to think that a lipstick is just meaningless, but to think that someone that never puts time and effort into themselves, sorry, there's a dust ball up there and it's really distracting me. To think that someone that really never puts time and effort into themselves, never spends money on themselves, maybe gets a lipstick. And maybe that's a $20 lipstick. That really doesn't mean much to the rest of us. But she's like, oh gosh, I never spend money on myself. She puts that lipstick on and she's like, I feel good today. I feel pretty today.
Which is worth a lot. And if a lipstick or a lip gloss or whatever beauty product does that for you, more power to you. I think that is awesome. Or an outfit or a perfume or whatever it is. But we're talking about Beauty Society, a network marketing company that sells products that are easily available outside of network marketing. You can purchase lipsticks anywhere and everywhere, online, in-store, drugstore pricing, mid-range pricing, high-end pricing. Why would I be interested in Beauty Society when those are products that are easily available? It's a saturated market. And if I don't want to support a network marketing company because those consultants, they do have a chip on their shoulder. When you recognize it's a network marketing company, most people do not want to buy into such a predatory system once they understand, yes, it is in fact a network marketing company. So feeling pretty, feeling good, uplifting other people, or at least making them feel good by wearing a lipstick that makes them feel like they're the most powerful individual on planet Earth is awesome, but it will be very difficult to sell that in a network marketing company. Those products are everywhere. I do not need to buy them from Beauty Society.
I feel pretty today. And she walks out the door with her head a little bit higher than normal, with her shoulders back a little bit more than normal. She looks people in the eye and says hello. I just feel like it changes her whole day, and it changes the days of everyone that she comes in contact with that day. So it's a ripple effect, and to other people it might just be a lipstick, or maybe it's just a cleanser or just a moisturizer. But making people feel good and feel confident and just feel happier, and then they go out and spread that confidence and joy to other people, I feel like it really does make a big difference.
That's great. Speaking of making a difference and holding your head higher and saying hello, this is a good example. This is a lip gloss from Essence. I do not like to wear lipstick. They smear, they make me feel uncomfortable. What I like to wear are lip glosses. And this is a lip gloss from Essence. It does the job, it's fine. It's a little bit sweet for my liking, but I like how they look on my lips. Or I just wear a lip balm. These are easily available in the drugstore. And I live in an area where there's a shopping mall really close. I have DM here, I have Rossmann, I have Müller. You can even buy these in supermarkets. This is a €3 lip gloss. This is your competitor. This is the competitor for Beauty Society. It might make people feel wonderful and beautiful and you hold your head up higher, but it's a saturated market because those products are easily available. If I were to decide, hey, you want to get a clear lip gloss that's worth $20 or $3, then I would pick this one. It's not sticky. I would like it if it wasn't that sweetly scented, but that's about it. I'm not going to spend $20 on a lip gloss or on a lip liner or something if I can get that for a lot less. There is so much competition out there. It will be so hard to sell these products.
And while I might not be, I am an RN, so while I might not be out there saving lives or caring for dying people, I do feel like this is a way that I can personally, make an impact on the world, as dumb as that may sound.
It is a bit weird, but I guess why you need to tell yourself that occasionally, that you leave a footprint, that you leave a mark. I work in the media industry. I'm also not saving lives, but I'm saving the company from severe fines, and I'm also saving the youth, if you will. As somebody who works in youth protection and in compliance, I make sure that the content we show is appropriate for the country and also for the time, and that it's accessible with the legal necessities and with the legal boundaries that we need to uphold. All of that makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, if you buy into a network marketing company, in my opinion, all of that goes to shit, because most people in network marketing companies, they lose money. I took a look at Beauty Society, at their compensation plan. They unfortunately don't have an income disclosure statement, so we have to go with a normal FTC disclaimer that over 99.6 or 7% of the people in network marketing lose money. While you might uplift a person because they feel beautiful with the lipstick you sell, another person on your team might not be uplifted because they lose money. So no, you're not making a positive impact on the world. Unfortunately, if most people lose money, I think that is more impactful than somebody feeling beautiful because of a beauty product. And yes, in the end, we're just talking about lipsticks and about cosmetics and about beauty products. It's not that deep. They're easily available elsewhere.
So, long story short, if this might be something that you would like to explore, like I said, it could be for monetary reasons. A lot of people, $100 a month is a lot to a lot of people. That could mean, an extra grocery, well, that wouldn't be an extra grocery trip for us because 2 teenage boys, no. But, like filling up your gas tank, that's big. But I mean, I've been able to develop a full-time income off of it, which I think I'm extremely blessed to be able to do. Or if you just want to be part of a community,
don't pay your way into a network marketing company to be able to sell and promote the stuff and build a team because you want to be part of a community. Join a football club, join a sports club. You can do that for free. Do knitting with some other people who like knitting. Join a book club, whatever it is. You don't need to purchase your way into a network marketing company. And $100 or euros extra per month might make a difference for people, but how likely is it in Beauty Society? Like I said, I took a look at their compensation plan, and you get a certain percentage if you're able to sell the products, which in itself is already difficult. You get better compensated, though, surprise, if you're able to build a team, because then you have group volume and all of that stuff that you're able to profit off of your team. And if your team sells product, then you're also able to profit off of their sales. You get a certain percentage of the people you recruit, if they're your direct recruits, etc. Whatever level they're at, and you might also get certain bonuses. But we don't, unfortunately, see how the money is being distributed within Beauty Society. So how much do the people in Beauty Society actually make? What is the average income, the average annual income, or the median annual income? We don't see that. And most people in network marketing companies, I said it, they lose money. So it is very likely that the very same thing happens in Beauty Society. And I'm of the opinion, because Beauty Society has been on the market for years, that if they had a super professional, successful display of income, that the people in their network marketing company get compensated so well, they would be able to show us, they have the data, they have the information with an income disclosure statement. The fact that they're not doing that makes me believe that the income disclosure statement is probably as bad as it is for all network marketing companies, and that most people in Beauty Society are at the lower ranks and make barely anything, and that they have more expenses than revenue. And that is why in the end they will also end up in debt. Or they're able to make a minimal profit, but they have to work a lot for that. And they could easily do another job and make more money.
Supportive community. A lot of adults like us don't have friends. We get so wrapped up with marriage and kids and job that you're just like, oh, I forgot to make friends. I forgot to have a social life.
That's actually sad. And I don't really know what to comment on that, because that's just sad. If you have the feeling, though, that you're already overwhelmed in your life with job, family, children, then don't join a network marketing company for the community to find friends. Then maybe just find friends, because you will have to put a lot of time, money and effort into trying to build something in a network marketing company. It's 24/7. You don't ever can breathe, especially in the very beginning where you have to try and build a team. because you do need to make some sort of revenue, some sort of profit, otherwise you can leave as well, then don't join a network marketing company because that makes it even worse. Logically speaking, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
A social life. So if that's you, you could be part of a community. Learn how to be more confident, put yourself out there, make yourself uncomfortable, do something that's scary that, when you're done, you can be like, I cannot believe I did that. So anyway, reach out to me if you have any kind of questions. I'm definitely happy to answer. I'm not going to be pushy or anything like that. I will help you make a decision that's good for you, and just kind of answer any questions that you might have. The dollar thing is good through Friday, but the legacy kit, which is the $59 kit, is good for forever. It's a constant. So I hope you guys are having a good week. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you, and I will see you again next time.
I do not doubt that a lot of distributors and network marketing companies truly believe that they can help other people make good decisions for that other person. But when you get paid, if you sell a product, or when you get paid because you have a new team member joining you with a legacy kit for $59 and you're able to profit off of that person, then you should also consider the motive the salesperson has. It's not just because something is supposed to uplift you and help, but they're able to uplift and help themselves while making a sales and recruiting somebody onto their team. So let's also remember that there is always a certain motive a salesperson in a network marketing company has. And those are, in my opinion, monetary. Just be aware of that and don't fall for this. Beauty Society is just another network marketing company where you can make a little bit of commission if you're able to sell the product. But the true money, yet again, also lies in team building, in recruiting, having a big team, being able to benefit and profit off of your team's work. Let me know your thoughts. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That way you do not miss out on any upcoming videos. A big thank you and a shout out to the channel members. I appreciate your support. Thank you to the people who have been subscribed to this channel for a longer period of time, who are supporters of this channel, who show up regularly for the videos. I really appreciate that as well. And hello and welcome to the people who newly joined and who occasionally watch these videos. I appreciate that as well. And if you do not want to miss out on any of the upcoming videos, like I said, subscribe. And if you liked this specific video, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!